So?
Great.
Not too formal? I'm going for responsible yet maternal.
Then you're on the money.
Does this necklace say snob?
Connie, the hearing's a formality.
Well, it's still in front of a judge.
We'll take one look at you, confirm your drawn breath, and rubber stamp the custodial rights.
I'm not going to adopt my child looking like a slouch.
I'm just saying, for purposes of the court, you could be wearing hot pants.
The question of home status came up. It went away, but still, maybe it's safe to overcompensate clothing-wise.
Home status meaning not being married? Mm-hmm. Maybe that's something we should talk about.
Well, it's not something we need to talk about.
Theo's late for school. Michelle's due at daycare.
African guy, shot 3 times.
African guy got a name?
Yeah, about 13 of them. Yinka Masekela Omuku Adendin.
Yeah, stick with the first and last.
Yinka Okafor. Anybody talking?
You're kidding, right?
Does it look like I'm kidding?
Nobody's talking.
Have we got an apartment on this guy?
5C. Still trying to locate the super, though.
We'll go up, look around.
The fire escape, I can try to get in that way.
Just don't go breaking anything. There's a footprint in the blood. I'll look for the super.
Ain't no super in this dump. Just some management company nobody ever sees. That's right. Just like the police. Till a body shows up.
Who are you?
Somebody who still has to live here after y'all leave.
What's your name?
That's my business.
There's the mentality.
Let me see you work on this pass today. Let me see you find who did this.
Let me see you step up or shut up. What's it gonna be?
Keys.
Andy, keys.
Prove me wrong.
I don't gotta prove nothing to you, pal.
He said he was in.
He got down the fire escape, no problem. He's working on a window.
Oh, I don't hear him in there. It's closed.
Be right back.
Hey, what's going on?
Don't want to ask.
Hey, keys. What the hell is that?
Please, freeze! Freeze! Don't move! Drop what's in your hand! Freeze! Drop it right now! Do not move!
She's bleeding pretty bad.
All right, relax. Take it easy.
Drop it! No, don't choke! Hey, hey, hey!
It's a cell phone. Somebody get a towel? It's okay. It's okay. Take it easy. It's all right.
Junior, anything on a canvas?
Nothing. Jones and Metaphor are still out there.
Yeah, the borough said this lady's husband was the 3rd African murdered in the city in the past 6 months.
Any proximity to this one?
Shooting in Gramercy Park, stabbing at 42nd and 5th.
So, sort of. DOA got a sheet?
Nothing on him, but he's got a brother under indictment with the feds. Dele Okafor, fraud charges.
They give us a place to look?
A few, but they said he's shifty.
The boss.
Detective Clark?
Yeah, I'm Clark.
Jennifer Devlin, I'm treating Ifeoma Okafor.
How'd you get the name? She talked to you?
A little, but my French is rusty. How'd you get the slice in her hand?
I tried to go through a window. You were French good enough to translate a little?
Not unless you're asking to pass the salt. We're just waiting on the plastics resident, then she's all yours.
How long is it gonna take?
How much cash you got?
On me? 50 million.
An hour, hopefully. Got a card? I'll call when she's set up.
Boss called us in, stalking case. What happened?
Nothing.
Remember, we got court at 10.
Yeah. Easy with the Charles Boyer Act.
Who?
Never mind. Just watch your step a little.
Hey,
Good morning.
anything on your DOA?
No, nobody's talking. The wife's getting patched up. She'll be here in an hour.
So I guess your conversation with Wells did the trick.
I kept it nice and friendly, like I told you. You get any more hang-up calls?
No,
Well, there you go.
I appreciate what you did.
It's no problem.
I guess I have to live on tips, but I don't think I sent off the wrong impression that way. Let's talk about it in the room. Okay, I'll get her settled.
Stalking complaint. Hearing's in an hour. The judge is Frederick Owen. Do you know him?
Yeah? He's good. Straight shooter. You look great.
Thanks.
You'll be fine, Connie. I'll see you around.
Thanks again.
I made the mistake of being nice to this guy. And he said he was a doctor. Where'd you meet him? Well, I wait tables over at San Juan Cafe. He started coming in for lunch, sitting in my section, which is fine. I've always had a couple regulars.
Slow down a little.
Sorry. So he's a customer? Mm-hmm. When did this all start? Like 2 weeks ago. First he leaves me his number, says call me, but I just wasn't interested, so I ignored it. Figure, he's lonely.
So, you never had any relations with this doctor?
No. And then somehow he gets a hold of my home number, which is creepy enough. Now he keeps calling me, leaving messages on my machine like he's mad at me or something.
He's been threatening you?
Well, not at first, so I just let it go, figuring he'd stop. But then I got a note under my door at my home the other day, which freaked me out. I wound up calling in sick yesterday because I thought he was going to show up on my shift.
Candace, you need to slow down a little.
Sorry. You still have the note? I threw it down the incinerator. I was so upset. But I found the card he gave me. Wrote his cell number on the back. Said call him anytime.
What about the messages on your machine? You still have those?
Well, I deleted most of them. They're just so creepy, you know?
Well, don't erase anymore. We might need that.
I don't know. At first I thought I was crazy. Did I lead this guy on? I just want somebody to talk to him, tell him to leave me alone.
Well, we'll talk to this doctor, see what we can do.
I just want it to stop. You know, I have to get back to work.
Don't worry. Go on and head back to work, and we'll take care of this.
Thanks a lot.
Uh-oh.
What?
Whenever you knock first, it's never a good sign.
Do you have a second or not? I got this friend who's weighing something.
Okay.
Something that could take some juice.
Lay it on me.
A waiver for two people in the same command to live together.
A waiver from employee relations.
Yeah, that's it.
Would this friend be in his 50s, mustache, frog pencil holder on his desk?
Perhaps.
That kind of waiver normally requests the married parties work separate shifts.
Yeah, but him and her were hoping to see each other more than 2 minutes a day.
Well, it's a good thing he's looking in with now, instead of after they moved in together.
Which his boss doesn't know about.
Oh, of course not. Tell your friend there's no way that's going to fly straight up. He's going to need a contract.
Oh, he's got some juice from the first deputy commissioner who promoted him to first grade.
So your friend just needs someone to spot him as he attempts this little bit of acrobatics?
So to speak.
I'll look into it.
I'll tell him.
In the matter of Michelle Callahan?
Officer. What's going on?
Maybe another case.
Your Honor, I have an application here from a John and Barbara Callahan, child's paternal grandparents.
Hearings today. No application was noticed.
Your Honor, I represent Mr. and Mrs. Callahan, if I may be heard.
Quickly, Counsel.
My clients are estranged from their son, Michelle Callahan's father. They have had no contact with him since his incarceration and only recently learned of this custody hearing.
Judge, they can't just show up here like this.
I will handle it, Miss McDowell. The duty was incumbent upon your clients to make reasonable inquiries, Miss Jenner.
I am aware of that, Your Honor, and they failed in that regard. But as the court knows, custody determinations are based on the best interests of the child, and derelictions of procedure...
I'm aware of the law, Miss Geno. Have you even served Miss McDowell with papers?
Notarized. With your permission?
Your Honor, I don't understand what's happening here.
The child's grandparents are seeking full custody. They served you with an order to show cause, which requires you to show why they should not be granted custody. We will reconvene in 4 days to hear this matter.
Their son killed my sister. That's why we're raising her.
I will review everything, Miss McDowell.
We love that little girl. We took her home from the hospital.
Miss McDowell, you should strongly consider retaining counsel.
They can't just walk in here and do this.
They can. They have. Eddie, call the next case.
Why are you doing this? Excuse me.
You come here, you ambush us?
Anything that you wish to communicate regarding this matter, you direct to my attention from here on out.
So what's your next move?
Get a lawyer, fight it.
Connie holding up all right?
Yeah, she's better now. I'm gonna need that waiver.
I'm on it.
Even if we have to work separate shifts, we will. Because we need to bolster our case, seeing as they're accusing us of being unfit parents.
Andy, I got your back, okay? Don't worry about the waiver. Don't worry about having to work separate shifts. Just go handle your business. Leave all that to me.
Okay, thanks.
Wait a second, I'm confused. Well, where were these people 3 months ago?
They're saying they didn't know about any of this until recently.
And they want full custody?
Yeah.
This is a joke.
What are they alleging?
Unmarried working couple, dangerous profession, personal history, you name it.
They hired an investigator?
They must have, yeah. When Valerie calls back, even if I'm in an interview, can you...
Of course.
Andy, Greg had a good point. Maybe we should try to contact the grandparents on our own, see if they'll sit down and talk.
Their lawyer won't let them.
Then let them be in the room. I just need to talk to these people.
It's worth a call. You never know.
All right.
Detective Clark. We got it, thanks. Translator's 5 minutes away.
Everything's gonna work out?
A soda, something to drink, boite, boire.
No drink.
You speak English?
A little.
Why haven't you been speaking it?
I was afraid.
And not answering the door and running from us?
I saw my husband from the window. I was afraid.
All right, did you see what happened to him? Who did this?
Just him lying on the street.
You know, we're very sorry for your loss, but we need to ask you some questions if you're up to it. Anyone you know of wanted to hurt your husband?
No.
What do you do for a living?
Park cars and a lot on Astor Place.
You do anything for extra money?
Stock shelves 4 nights a week.
I'm asking more along the lines of being involved with drugs.
No.
No, but maybe he kept it from you.
Yinka had nothing to do with drugs.
What about stealing credit card numbers or identity theft?
I never heard of these things.
Do you have much contact with his brother, Dele?
Yinka did not act like Dele. He was honest.
The way he was killed doesn't support that.
He was honest. Worked hard. Too hard.
While his brother was living it up.
He was honest. Honest man.
All right, so you had no contact with his brother?
Dele stayed with us 2 weeks ago. He thought some man was coming to get him.
Who? What man?
He did not say. We did not ask.
Right. You know where you can find Dele? Take your time.
Have a seat, Dr. Hill.
I had to reschedule my morning appointments.
Oh, we felt it necessary that we speak to you in person.
You said someone was using my social security number?
Actually, Dr. Hill, this is in regards to a woman named Candace Hewitt, who I think you know.
Of course I know Candace. Is she in some sort of trouble?
She says you've been harassing her.
What?
Calling her, leaving threatening messages.
That true?
No. No, of course not. Look, you need to understand that Candace Hewitt is a patient of mine.
You're her shrink?
Until recently, yes. You didn't know that? Candace has some very serious psychological issues. And that's all I can say.
Well, you're gonna need to say more than that, Dr. Hale, because you're being accused of stalking her.
Oh, my God.
So you might want to drop the doctor-patient privilege before we put you in cuffs.
When she stopped coming to see me, I called to check up on her. She told me she was fine. She had a job at this diner waiting tables.
Where you've been going to see her every day.
Twice. I felt it was my professional duty. And talking to her, she seemed pretty agitated. I could tell she was off her meds. I'm very uncomfortable talking about this.
Meds for what?
Isn't it obvious?
Well, we don't want to guess, so why don't you tell us what's going on?
She has severe bouts of delusional paranoia. I asked Candace to schedule an appointment to come in, but she declined. She insisted she was fine. Clearly, that wasn't the case, or I wouldn't be here right now.
Serious psychological issues, but she's holding down a job.
Candace works very well in organized, well-constructed environments. It's when she's on her own that she starts to have trouble.
We'll sort this out and be in touch.
When you talk to her, please ask her to get help. If not from me, then someone else.
Sure.
Anything from Haywood?
Hey, Okafor office says she's in court.
She a word of what happened and we need her when she's free?
Yeah, they said she should be here soon.
At Daily Okafor?
Yeah, down in the pool hall.
Hey, the feds are saying that 2 prior African homicides are tied to a fraud ring that's supplying cash to a group of coke dealers abroad. Said this Dele ties right in.
Then why is his brother the one dead?
They said that's Dele.
Big help.
You shrink a collar?
Says Candace is his loony patient. She's the whack job.
That legit?
He's coming off better than she did.
We're gonna track her down.
Detective Clark, Dr. Jennifer Devlin.
Dr. Devlin. Hey, yeah. Your patient came in and we talked to her and sent her home. You too?
Yeah.
Yeah, good. Okay, thanks for everything. We're talking daily? Thanks, Hank.
Got it.
Sorry about your brother.
Yeah. Thanks.
Any idea who did it?
How would I know? All right, dispense with the crap, huh? It's no mystery you're a crook.
Businessman.
Under indictment. But for the right information, you might save yourself jail time. You listening?
How can I help?
Your brother in on your scams?
Sometimes.
He make enemies because of it?
A few people.
How about some names? What are you doing?
I'm trying to remember the names.
Or trying to make them up?
Maybe we should clarify, Daly. You drop jail time for good information, not bullshit that wastes our time.
Yenka never did anything wrong. He was a slave in this country.
Meaning what?
He worked 18, 19 hours a day. For nothing. Pennies.
And he never crossed his soul.
Nobody.
And you never served him up to somebody you crossed?
What does this mean?
Never blamed your brother for something you did. Make him an enemy he didn't know he had?
Why would I do such a thing?
You just did it 30 seconds ago.
He's dead. There's no harm.
Yeah, and when you use his apartment as a hideout, that didn't maybe put him at risk?
Crossing the street, you're at risk.
Mouthing off to a detective, that's a risk too.
Right, the guys coming after you. Did they ever come after your brother?
No, no chance. Yenka was the kind of immigrant you want in this country.
Not like you.
No. Not like me.
I looked into their lawyer. She's sharp. They have a prepared case.
It's a bunch of lies.
I'm just saying they're prepared. You know they're pushing for full custody, right?
Yeah.
Which could be a ploy so they can compromise on shared custody.
Full, shared, neither one of those is gonna happen.
Connie, they're asking for some form of visitation even before the hearing, and they'll probably get it. You need to prepare yourself.
I can't believe this.
I'll keep tabs best I can. If there's anything else I can do, call me.
Thanks, Valerie. Thanks.
Got a homicide shooting a block from this morning's crime scene.
Don't work yourself up.
I'm not giving up that baby.
You won't have to. Don't worry.
Guy caught one in the ear. Mars Hawkins. Casing from a 9's in the gutter.
In the African crime scene, the guy you got into it with.
He got into it with me. You know him? Local mouth in everyone's business. He have enemies? Had to have. Couldn't give me names.
How does this guy relate back to the African? Or was he doing his own investigation?
Cell phone, anything?
He's got a business card as home phone.
Morris Hawkins.
And I call it into Metaboy and Jones.
We need everyone Hawkins talked to today.
All right, I'll start a canvass.
Bad chance coming up with a witness. 15 squad at a homicide, the 15 squad base.
Anyone talking?
No one. Pretty much what we expected.
Where the hell are Metaboy and Jones?
Snatching up a Josh Braswell. They talked to Morris Hawkins' roommate. The Hawkins have been looking for this kid Josh since after Yinka Okafor was shot.
Kid? How old is he?
16.
Why was Hawkins looking for him?
All the roommate knew was Hawkins wanted to find the kid and was pretty intent.
Braswell got a record?
Pot possession. I'm heading to the deputy commissioner's office.
You'll call with developments?
Anything I know, you'll know.
So we just sit here?
It's gonna work out, Andy.
Yeah? Who's your source?
Coffee?
No. Thanks.
Expect you to come in here. He hasn't come in today.
Yeah, well, we spoke to Dr. Hale.
You did? Did you arrest him?
Not yet, because he brought something to our attention that you neglected to tell us, Candace. That you were a patient of his.
That's ridiculous.
That you may be having some problems coping since you went off your meds.
What? I am not on any medication. Look, I don't know what this guy told you, but I am not his patient, and I don't know anything about him other than the fact that he keeps harassing me.
Have you ever been under psychiatric care, Candace?
No, I've never even been to a shrink. What the hell is going on?
We're just trying to get to the bottom of this.
Look, I don't care what he told you. The guy is stalking me.
Well, Candace, we're gonna go back and check all the phone records.
Good. Check him out, please. I'll bring in my answering machine. You can listen to the messages.
Well, we may just have to do that.
Fine.
Everything okay?
Ask her. The guy sits in my section every day.
You know who she's talking about?
The doctor guy? Yeah. I tried to serve him yesterday, but he got pretty upset. He only wanted Candace to wait on him.
So he comes in a lot?
Every day, like for the past 2 weeks.
I'm telling you, the guy's a psycho.
All right, we'll look into it further. But you don't want to be wasting our time.
I'm not. I swear.
Where were you this morning, Josh?
Went to my boy Ray's house for a little wake and bake.
Pull some tubes. Pull tubes, what's that, spanking it?
Come on now.
Josh here saying he got high. And using lingo that sure makes him sound cool.
You know a Morris Hawkins, Josh?
Nope.
We got reliable sources say that he was looking for you all day. And then he ended up dead.
Yep, sure does look like it.
We're thinking that Morris getting killed has something to do with the death of an African guy early this morning.
Hey, yo, maybe you sold somebody a fake-ass Gucci bag and they got even.
Take off your shoes, Josh.
Why, what for?
Because we're gonna match your shoes to the footprints we got dancing all around the body of that dead African.
those shoes
All
off.
right, wait.
Get them off.
Damn. You tried to rob the African and went bad? Is that what happened?
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, okay. I didn't ask if you want fries with that, Josh. Did you kill the African guy this morning?
Yeah. Put it on me. Hey, but remember, I'm a minor.
Yo, try and get away from me. Try and move your arms at least.
Step off, man.
For what? You're 16, Josh. That makes you an adult idiot, not a minor idiot. You cop to this, you'll be doing 25 to life in a federal pen with guys bigger than me. And they'll turn you out as a punk on your first day. And you know what I'm talking about. You're about to give your life away to whoever you're covering for. I'm giving you one last chance.
I didn't pull the trigger. I was there as a witness.
What do you mean, witness?
My boy needed points to be an OG. You know, original gangster.
Points?
5 points for robbery and 10 for a body. 95 to be an OG.
This is a white gang?
It's a gang. I'm in it.
But it's a bunch of white guys?
Yeah, so?
What's this guy's name? The OG.
Pat Reimer.
Pat killed Morris Hawkins when he found out that Morris was hassling you?
That's what he said, but you gotta ask Pat yourself. You guys let Pat know. I didn't put it all on him. I admitted to my part, okay? Because I'm down with my set.
Excuse me, what is going on? I'm with
We're looking for Dr. Hale.
I'm Dr. Hale.
Dr. Kenneth Hale?
Yes, it's me. Can I help you?
This your card?
Yes, it's mine.
You recognize the phone number on the back?
No. Is there some kind of a problem, or is it...
I think someone's been using your name.
I'm sorry, he gave you my card.
No, he said he was you. You must have got it from your office.
We believe this guy may be a threat. He's been harassing a young woman claiming to be you.
Wow. What does he look like?
A middle-aged guy, about 6 foot, gray hair, beard like a professor.
Oh, my.
You got a name in mind, Doctor?
Could be Adam Zaretsky.
Because he fits the description or the behavior?
I'd say both. Now, let me ask you, has this man done anything physical to this woman while he was passing himself off as me?
Well, does the Zaretsky have a violent history?
I'm not at liberty to discuss the
Well, if
content.
someone's in danger, you have an obligation.
What's this guy's story?
Adam never indicated any aggression when he was in my care. He wasn't obligated to continue his
Does he
treatment.
have a violent history or not?
10 years ago, Adam Zaretsky killed a woman while he was pretending to be a doctor.
What's he doing on the street?
He was found not guilty by reason of insanity, and after 4 years, it was determined he was no longer in need of
Is
hospitalization.
this Zaretsky's cell phone number?
You have to understand that if it were up to me, he would not have been released. However, they concluded that he was no longer a threat.
Just check the number.
That's his cell phone.
Okay, thanks. Candace left work 10 minutes ago, was heading home. This is her apartment. Candace?
Police, open up!
You hear something?
Definitely.
All right, I'm taking the door.
Through here.
On your knees!
You've got this all wrong. I'm a doctor.
On your knees, hands on your head.
I'm a doctor. I'm a doctor.
Candace, are you all right?
She's breathing okay.
She's a very sick woman. She needs care.
Shut your mouth!
I'll call for an ambulance.
I guess if there's black guys out there doing stupid white guy things like playing golf, it's only fair there's white guys out there playing gangster.
Oh, I ain't playing, Chief.
Yeah, you know what? He's right. Killing 2 guys in one day, that ain't playing at all.
I don't know nothing about that. I'm just letting your man over here know that ain't no joke.
It's gonna be decision time when you get locked up, Pat. The black guys, they're not gonna protect you because, are you sitting down? You ain't black. And the Aryan Brotherhood, they ain't gonna protect you because it's not about how well you can break dance with them.
Yeah, all right, man, whatever you say, dude.
We got witnesses, Pat. They saw you kill Yinka Okafor this morning, then you killed Morris Hawkins since he was on to you for killing Okafor.
Yeah, you should hear yourself right now, because you sound crazy.
Same gun was used to kill both guys.
All right, yo, I've been cool with y'all, you know what I'm saying? When you're home at my crib, when y'all shoved me in the back of your ride.
You and your boy, Josh. That's what people saw.
Well, they seen the wrong two people, you know what I'm saying?
Did you honestly think that Josh is gonna take the heat? Because he's a minor and he's still got fouls to give? He is 16, dickhead, adult. And the prospects of doing adult time tends to get a 16-year-old's mouth moving. Do you know what I'm saying?
5 points for a robbery, 10 for a body, 95 to be an OG. Seems a little silly now, doesn't it?
But if Josh had more to do with it than just being a witness, we're all ears.
Nah, I ain't saying a damn thing, yo. I ain't no punk.
Lands on you, both murders.
I ain't saying nothing.
This put you over on the scoreboard with your half-ass gang? You a big OG now?
What you think?
Congrats.
You coming from Bellevue?
Yeah, Candace is being treated. She'll be okay. Zaretsky shot her up with ketamine, but there was no sign of sexual assault. Rita still in with him?
She got a statement. Now we're getting him over for psych evaluation.
How'd he get in her apartment?
Pushed in when she returned from work. There's no doubt he was going to kill her. But halfway through the interview, he started spouting gibberish.
Setting up for another insanity defense.
He can set up whatever he wants. They'll never go let this guy out again.
I want to make this clear that this ain't riding out, okay?
Call it whatever you want.
Because I copped to my end.
And it's clear how you're owning up to your end. By testifying that you saw Pat Reimer kill Yinka Okafor and that he told you he killed Morris Hawkins.
Yeah.
Two hard-working guys with families who didn't do nothing to you.
I got it, okay?
Yeah, well, you better. Because if you're back in here again, you get no rhythm. This is your break.
Oh, my God. I'm Trish Braswell. It's my son.
Hi, Mom.
Proud day, Joshua.
He was a witness in a homicide this morning. He needs to testify to what he saw, or there'll be charges against him.
What did you do?
Nothing.
He's been running with a gang.
Is this true?
Yeah, it's true, and it's up to you to make sure that your son appears in court.
Believe me, he will.
And in the meantime, keep him off the street.
He is not leaving his room for a year.
Or what? Is he grounded? Do you have any idea what your kid was involved in?
I didn't see this coming.
Being part of two homicides don't just pop out of the blue.
What are you saying?
Wake up, lady, before your kid is involved in another murder with him on the trigger.
I am doing my best with him, and you know what? I'm doing it alone. So don't you lecture me.
Yeah, okay.
We're going.
Remember what we said, Josh.
Mr. Now, is that right?
Freda Jenna, counsel for the Colahans.
Let's talk in here. Would anyone like anything? Some soda?
Just so you know, I strongly advised my clients against speaking to you in person, but because they've acceded to your request, let's keep this short and to the point.
Mr. and Mrs. Callahan, we'll admit we were blindsided this morning. We had no idea you had any interest in custody of Michelle.
She is our granddaughter, and we're concerned for her safety.
Which is what we wanted to discuss. She is loved, well cared for, and you're welcome to come by the apartment anytime and see. In fact, we'd be happy to have you over for dinner if you'd like.
Miss McDowell, the only reason my clients are here is to listen to a proposal for custody.
I plan to adopt Michelle and raise her as my daughter. That said, you can see her anytime you like.
That said, my clients will entertain only one proposal, that you relinquish full custody to them in exchange for limited visitation rights.
You're joking.
We're not. So accept that proposal or we have nothing more to talk about.
All right, you want to turn this into a battle. Everyone's going to lose. No one more than the kid.
Oh, and tell us, who was it who raised your other kids?
What does that mean?
Let's not start Valerie.
You gave up a child out of wedlock. He's an alcoholic, and for some reason you expect us to allow our grandchild to be raised in an apartment with loaded guns?
That's not gonna happen. You got a lot of nerve.
Do you have a proposal for custody or not?
We got nothing for you.
Barbara, John, we're done here.
What about you? You perfect?
This conversation is over.
Because the two of you better be perfect.
Believe me, this is not how you want to play this.
I'm done listening to you. Get the hell out of here. They're coming after us for the baby. Digging into us personally. For me, that's a deep well.
Hey, you just get with your lawyer, see what he has to say about this.
What we need is something on these people.
We got 4 days.
I'll get on with DMV. See, can we get their social security numbers?
Yeah, and old addresses, too.
We'll get a list of neighbors together, divvy it up to a canvas.
Any value in talking to his son, Frank? Where's he now? Sing Sing?
I can't sit in a room with him.
I can.
I'll do it. I'm not asking anyone to do anything illegal or anything they don't want to.
You were on it.
That was Bellevue. Valerie was attacked in the hallway of her building. What? She's okay. She's in the ER being treated.
Yes?
Hi, I'm Detective Jones. I'm looking for Valerie Hayward.
She's right here. She's fine. She's shaken out.
What happened?
It looks like she was hit a few times. We ran some tests. It's all superficial. But when you talk to her, try not to make a big deal about the bruise on her face.
Well, she's worried about that.
I'm just saying from a woman's point of view.
All right, got it. Thanks. Valerie.
Baldwin. It's okay.
What happened?
I don't know. It was real quick. He came up behind me.
Was it Jerry Wells?
I couldn't tell. He had a mask on, and then I covered up because he started hitting me.
They're gonna run some more tests. I'll be back in a little bit.
Stay with me.
I'll be right back.
Don't go over there. Don't do anything stupid.
I'll see you in a bit.
Baldwin.
Open up!
Yeah.
Open up, Jerry.
Hey!
It's okay, sweetie.
What's going on?
I'm a detective, ma'am. I need to talk to Jerry.
The detective who threatened me, Mom.
Well, let's go talk in the hallway.
Let's attack me like you told me you would.
What, you think I'm buying this? I know what you did. I know you're behind what happened to ADA Hayward tonight.
I don't know what you're talking about. I've been with my mom and my nieces all day.
I'm gonna get you for this. You can count on that.
You let go of him.
See this, Mom? You see this?
I'm calling the police.
Get the video camera out. Get this on tape.
You can bet your ass we're gonna settle this up.
$5,000 for a retainer. Gotta figure that'll go quick.
I got some savings.
I can take out a pension loan or an emergency loan from the union.
I can too.
I don't want you shouldering this alone.
I don't want you to either.
Most of their ammo is on account of my past.
Oh, they had some for me too.
Yours alone would be easier to weather.
What are you saying?
If it makes sense for us to fight this together, maybe get married to bolster the case, let's do it. But if you or the attorney think there's a better shot without my baggage...
No one's breaking up this family.
It's times like this I wish I'd been a better man.
Auntie, your past made you who you are now. And I love you.
Can I read in here for a little while?
Yeah, sure, Squirt. Come on.